Hey guys, so first of all, this video was not to bash anyone or talk badly about anyone. It's just kind of my experience with the Jaclyn Hill meet and greet we had here in Naperville, Illinois. So I found out about the meet and greet about a week, maybe 2 weeks prior, because I got an email saying that Jaclyn Hill was going to do a meet and greet here Saturday, September 8th. From 10 to 4, and to call and book your appointments to have somebody from the Morphe team do your makeup with the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. So I called because my intentions were to make the appointment, and basically the person I spoke with, I'm not going to say any names, I don't want them to get in trouble because maybe they gave me too much information, so I had this information prior to the meet and greet. I asked them, so if you make this appointment to get your makeup done by somebody from the Morphe team, will that guarantee you a spot to meet Jaclyn Hill? And they said, well, there's going to be about 150 wristbands, obviously for the first 150 people that are in line that day to meet Jaclyn Hill. But I would say that it's a really good guarantee if you do book your appointment to have your makeup done by one of the Morphe team that you will get to meet her. So I was going to start making the appointments, and then I started asking some more questions. Is Jaclyn Hill going to be here, from 10 to 4? Or is that just, the time of the event altogether? No, that's just the time of the event altogether, they told me. Jaclyn Hill won't be here till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So if it's from 2 to 4, basically you're going to be doing a, 2-hour meet and greet to meet hundreds, thousands of your fans. Which, by the way, there wasn't thousands of people here. I live in Naperville, so there wasn't that many people. But anyways, going back to talking with the Ulta employee, all the information they gave me basically helped me decide not to make the appointment to, get my makeup done from a Morphe team member. So, going back to asking questions, I also asked, what time would you be able to start lining up? Because in my mind, I already thought people are going to start camping out to meet her. And they stated that people could start lining up once the store closed Friday at 9 p.m. So I was like, okay, whatever, thank you. So fast forward to Friday, people were lining up and setting up tents at 2 p.m. outside of the Ulta store. Now, I know Morphe had a meet and greet with Jeffree Star before, and he said that they were doing things a little bit different. They were going to, he put up a link. You go in and put your email, and if you get selected, randomly selected, you would be able to for sure go in to meet him. So I think Morphe should have done that with Jaclyn Hill, so people could have gotten a better or more fair chance to meet her. I know that there's people that drove hours away from here to meet her, and that were camping outside, or some got here like at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., and a lot of the people that camped out didn't get to meet her. So basically, the people from Ulta come outside, I think around like 9, they start, they already handed out their 100 wristbands. And that's another thing. There was only 100 wristbands. There wasn't 150. Then they give out these scratchers, to say that there's like a couple of other chances that you could win. Other people in line that didn't get the wristband that could win to actually go inside and do the meet and greet. And this whole time, from Saturday, from 10 to 4, the store is still open, so you can go in and shop. And if you got your wristband, you didn't have to wait there. You're just going to show them your wristband, and you're going to be a guaranteed entrance. So you can go about your day, go home. If you're from here, take a nap. I mean, if I would have been out there waiting all night and got that wristband, I probably would have just came home and taken a nap. But that kind of helped my decision not to be outside, you know, on Friday. And I did make a comment that it should, on one of Jaclyn Hill's Instagram pictures, that it should have been better organized. And I'm sure a lot of people can agree with that. A lot of us have lives, we have family, we have things to do. You know, I was doing homework on a Friday, so people got things going on, you know. And there's a couple of, you know, people that are like, well, that's your fault if you didn't want to camp out and you didn't get to meet her and this and that. Well, when you're an adult and you have responsibilities, then your priorities change, okay? I'm not going to stand outside or sleep outside just to meet someone that us as fans got you to where you are today because we support you, because we buy your makeup, we buy your brushes, you know, we watch your videos, you know. It's the fans that got you where you are today. So to a lot of the beauty influencers, celebrities, you know, music artists, I think they forget to be humble, and they forget that you are where you are today because of your fans. So that being said, that you're going to have a meet and greet and you have no say so in any of it. You know, Jaclyn Hill didn't even get here till about after 1, maybe 2 p.m. You know, they have people waiting and waiting and waiting out in line, giving little like pop sockets, giving like Morphe, like store bags, you know. To be honest, I'm not just trying to sound ungrateful or, you know, just be rude about it, but if you're going to give some people some prizes when they actually win something, you know, and there's so many different stories going on in line, like people hear this. It's kind of like when you're playing the game telephone. One person tells the other person, you know, the message in their ear, and that person tells the next person, and so on and so forth, because everything was mixed up. Nobody knew what was going on. I don't know if it was the Ulta team or Morphe team that were coming outside and walking around and just telling people what was going on or what's gonna happen and what's, you know, the time frames, and handing out the bags and the prices and the scratch cards. Then they handed some more scratch cards out. You know, people are waiting. People have been there all night. You know, at this point, I'm just like, I'm not even doing this. Like, it was just, I think, too much for something that could have been better executed, and they failed to have a successful event. There was so many people that probably are huge fans of Jaclyn Hill that were outside in line crying, and, you know, I was just already to the point where, like, okay, this is kind of pointless, you know, like, not everybody's gonna get to meet her. I think if you were lucky enough to stand around outside, that's when she came outside and, like, met a few people. You know, I think I had already given up, like, earlier. And what's funny is my husband tried to tell me, he's like, well, when she comes out, you can see her, just go to the back. And I'm like, and this is from my husband that doesn't, you know, he's like anti-social media, but like I was like, oh, you know what, you're right. So we did go around the Ulta, and her trucks were in the back. I don't know, obviously Linda Morphe from Morphe was here as well. They had 2 navigators parked in the back with their drivers waiting for them. And I'll put up a little bit of the footage that I did get, because, you know, at this point you're just kind of disappointed. You're just like, whatever. The Ulta employee, I wish I could shout them out for giving me that information, but I'm pretty sure they'd probably get in trouble for giving me so much information. But that just kind of made me helped my decision of not just sticking around for hours or the night before, especially when we were told, or I was told, that you can start lining up from 9 p.m. Friday evening. You know, I just think that if you're going to do a meet and greet, just better organize it. You know, give people a fair chance, because there's so many people, like I said, came from far away. And yeah, it is your choice if you want to camp out or not. But then again, it's like, when you're an adult, your priorities do, you know, come first. You prioritize things differently. So again, you know, it's not really this is not to bash anybody. This is just kind of my experience with the whole thing. I was a little bit upset because like I said, this could have been well organized. They failed to do so. You know, you spend so much money on beauty products or supporting someone or some beauty influencers, and then for this to happen, it basically just bums you out and kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth towards this person. And you know, honestly, for her not even to address the fact that, like, hey, I'm sorry, I wish I could have met more people, or, you know, maybe next time I'll work more closely with Morphe and come up with a better idea to organize these events. No, I know she was still here in Chicago earlier today at a Cubs game, and I think that's what mainly made me want to do this video, because it's like the people that you support and, you know, you watch their videos, or like you know, you buy whatever collabs they come out with, and for you not even to make at least an apology, like, I don't even know at this point if you would think it's genuine anymore if they do apologize. But, you know, you're out here having fun at the Cubs game, cool, you know, like, I know that she's from Illinois, you know, just you owe it to your fans, at least, you know, just apologize, say you're sorry that, you know, your whole Ulta event here in Naperville turned to shit. It's just the way it is. And for those that don't agree, cool, you know, don't agree. But until you experience something and get let down, then you'll know exactly where all these other people are coming from, you know. And I just been seeing, like, all these people, like, go in on her and ask when she's gonna address it, and instead she's replying to all the positive comments. And even if it's not negative, it's just kind of like some constructive criticism, and you're still not acknowledging it. I just think you owe it to your fans to do better, you know, or at least try, you know. And people are going back and forth saying, you know, oh, it's Ulta's fault, oh, it's Morphe's fault, oh, it's Jaclyn's fault. Honestly, it's A, B, and C's fault, all of them, because they could have gotten all together and gotten on the same page, and everybody was getting so many conflicted messages, you know, about how the whole day was going to supposedly go, you know, which it didn't go that way at all. But I just think that for you to have so many fans and this happen, and more than one is speaking out, then, I mean, at least address the situation. I mean, I would say that's just the least you can do. But again, be careful who you watch, I guess, as a beauty influencer, and be careful who you invest all your time to, because half of these people just aren't humble, and they forget where they started, and they forget who got them there. So anyways, I hope you guys like this whole video. Okay, so thank you guys for watching if you made it through the whole video.